Wow! Holy, holy.
And in a way, when you watch the video, it almost looks like they turn on it without like second thought. Bearing in mind, this is a pretty large leopard. It's not like it's a cub or anything small.
Welcome to the Animals Around the Globe expedition.
Awesome. Hey, Alex, nice to have you back on the show, Animals Around the Globe. And today we're looking at different plays of nature and how the ecosystem can basically act in both ways, and the hunter can become the hunted and vice versa. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Thanks so much, Chris. Always good to be here. And yeah, glad to be able to chat about quite an interesting incident that was seen in South Africa.
Awesome. Yeah, let's dive right in.
Yeah, so obviously in this first video, you can sort of see how a leopard is kind of stalking this sort of troop of baboons, and it's quite sort of, yeah, stealthy, the usual crouching behavior. And in the end, it actually manages to, I guess in the leopard's case, come away successfully with one of the younger baboons. And yeah, I mean, sorry for the sensitive ears, but I suppose, yeah, it successfully carries away and kills this smaller member of the troop, which is always quite, I mean, I guess it's nature. It's always a little bit hard to see, but I guess pretty obvious that it goes for the smaller one.
And what we see also here, I think, is like how the leopard uses the element of surprise to win, because it's coming that the baboons are not formed into a way that they can counterattack the leopard, so the leopard slowly comes in.
Yeah, I think they're so stealthy. I think it's something we underestimate, which is if you've been fortunate enough to spot one in the wild, they're actually incredibly difficult to see. And in longer grasses and things, if they crouch down, with their spot pattern and coloring, they disappear so quickly. And I'm sure that element of surprise and that, inherent ability for them to hunt, and that is obviously developed, and maybe one of the reasons they survive is how good they are at hunting. And yeah, we see the success of that in this video.
That's really crazy to see. And now we switch the roles and see it from a different angle.
Yeah, I mean, this video is absolutely phenomenal footage. I mean, I think the fact that someone was able to capture this in the Kruger Park in South Africa is such a rare sighting, which is why I think this video has gone so viral. But we see an instance where a troop of baboons is kind of on the road and a leopard sort of approaches, and I would say sort of slightly unclear as to whether the intent was to follow the same success we saw in the previous video where it wanted to come away with a meal, perhaps by getting a slightly smaller baboon, or if it was just sort of passing through and kind of wanted to chase them out the way, perhaps. But at the end of the day, as it gets closer, obviously with the danger alert, and perhaps with this troop having what looks and appears to be a really strong group of large males, they actually subsequently then turn on the leopard. And in a way, when you watch the video, it almost looks like they turn on it without like second thought. Bearing in mind, this is a pretty large leopard. It's not like it's a cub or anything small, but especially there's one that sort of flies in from the left with almost like no second guessing, and they manage to pin the leopard down for a good amount of time. And leopards have got massive claws, massive talons. So even whilst there's sort of about 4 baboons kind of on top of it, trying to hurt it, stop it from getting to their young, protect their troop, whatever we want to take away from that, the leopard's not lying there still. It's obviously clawing at them with these massive talons.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And we see what power a group has versus just one,
Yeah.
right? But awesome. Yeah, really cool footage. Really interesting to see the different roles these two animals play, and how the roles can turn. So yeah, amazing. Thank you,
I look forward
Alex.
to a couple of comments and hearing what our viewers have to say. But yeah, very, very interesting event. Yeah, thanks, Chris.